Recently, I took a trip to Augusta with some friends of mine to attend a hearing on solitary confinement and a new law that would place more regulation on placing prisoners in solitary confinement. Now, regardless of what you think about solitary confinement, what interested me was that my friends felt so strongly about this that they decided to hop in the car and drive for 2 hours to go and see the hearing, to become involved in government. That's the ethic of citizenship. So I decided to interview them and see what their thoughts were on citizenship. So, with that, I give you the following video.
So what brings you guys here today?
Well, and I want to be informed.
So wait a minute, you were willing to travel an hour from Portland to drive to the capital of your state to listen to a hearing over a boombox in a room?
Yeah, well, I didn't expect that. I didn't anticipate that, but it you know.
Would you say it was worth it?
Yeah, totally. I mean, I think.
What's wrong with you? Why are you here today?
I stumbled across this issue, really. Like, I knew that the prison systems were fucked up, but I thought the biggest problem was having to do with private prison, which actually is another point about what the commissioner was talking about. But because he was mentioning the funneling out of state prison into private prison, and that, to me, like, immediately I was thinking dollar signs are in this guy's head, and he's talking about going to private prisons. Anyway, I think that the prison system is just totally, like, messed up because it 13th Amendment says that people that are tried for a crime can be enslaved. And I think that's inherently wrong. That people that are tried for crimes, they are not lesser people. They do not deserve to be enslaved. Rehabilitation, maybe that's another issue, you know? People in the midst of violent outrages, maybe that's another issue. But this seems to have gone far too far. People with mental illnesses being put in solitary is completely wrong. So I just figured I'd try to get some people together, come up and show support of some reasonability.
So what drove you to, like, why did you decide to get people together to come up to drive an hour to the state capitol?
Well, because I believe that thoughts and ideas are great and thinking and talking is great, but if you don't actually have action and getting people involved and seeing what's actually going on, then there's never going to be any real change.
And you mentioned earlier feeling like an outsider,
it's just because I've never actually come to the Capitol before.
Oh, you've never been to your own state capitol?
Not recently, no.
Oh.
Maybe when I was young, I didn't really care.
Yeah. Do you figure a lot of people have probably also not been to their state capitol?
Sure. Most people that I know aren't involved in anything except entertainment things. Hey, it's fun to do all these things and ignore everything that's important.
So why is it important?
Because the constructs, the backbone is established here, and then we all have to live by the rules of society. And instead of thinking that you can't change it, it's important to realize that you're the reason that it's the way that it stays. You know? So, like Sam was saying, you have to take action. And with the solitary confinement, I have a lot of empathy and sympathy with people that have mental disabilities. So I can't imagine the damage that it does. I don't think anyone even thinks about it. There's a lot of people think about, oh, they deserve it, or they've done this, they've done that. You know, they don't think about getting at the root of the tree. They clip all the leaves off and think everything's fine, but then the leaves go back.
So what would you define citizenship as being?
Being informed, personally. And when you feel like not enough action is being taken, take it. You know, step to the reins. You know, these are decisions that are ultimately controlling your life and will be, determining your friends' lives. I say this personally because I still have faith in the way my country works. It just takes time, lots of time, and I might never see the world I have in my head, but someday maybe somebody else will.
Citizenship, I mean, in a way, it's kind of thrust upon us. Like, I'm born in the state of Maine, and so I feel obligated to make this place that I was born in and raised in into the place that, as Tim said, what I want to see. So citizenship, it doesn't necessarily inherently define your like the necessity of you getting involved, but I think that as a human being, you have what you want the world to be, and citizenship is your chance to get involved.
Well, I don't ever think about it because I have other things to do.